Hey guys, Bigrat310 here again. I feel pretty horrible this morning. I still have problems swallowing. I've been coughing like crazy. It's been pretty bad. It seems like every other day I feel pretty bad. And then the day after that I feel pretty good. I don't know what's going on. Going back to doctor for my revisit tomorrow. I was supposed to go back to him before I went back to school. So let's quickly do this then. 2 reviews. Survival of the Fittest, Weekend of Thunder Night 1. Survival of the Fittest, pretty good show. Every match was at least decent. I'm just going to go over all the qualifiers at once. They were all pretty much 3 stars. My favorite one was Mark Briscoe versus Shelley, the opener. Cabana Trent was 2.5, just because it was a little short. Bryan Danielson, Jack Evans was 2 3/4, pretty much because Jack Evans was stretched the living shit out of himself for like 5 minutes after Danielson put him in so many holds. Homicide Briscoe, Cabana Trent, and Joe Stryker were just solid 3-star matches. Actually, no, Joe Stryker was 2 3/4. Homicide Briscoe was 3. And the tag match, Aries and Strong versus Danielson and Walters, where the person who got the fall advanced to the final finish, that was 3 as well. You know, they were all... I think this is probably the best set of qualifiers you ever see. Every match was pretty good. Not like in 09 when the 2-star matches I didn't really like because the guys didn't have chemistry or they just didn't really click. These guys pretty much had chemistry. Other matches were just pretty much shorter than they should have been. But this was perfect. I enjoyed all the qualifiers. Tag team title match, Punk and Cabana versus Dunn and Marcos versus Active for Special K. Punk told Cabana, who qualified for the Survival of the Fittest, to take the night off, to just rest for the Survival of the Fittest. Punk defended the title as well. It was a pretty decent match, 2 1/4 stars. He just played edge here and just got the ultimate opportunity. Let the other teams beat him up, and then he threw a bunch of people out and got the pin. And then Hydro from Special K, which is Jay Lethal, told Punk that he challenged him and to man up. And this is, like Sanders said, this is pretty much similar to the Jay Lethal Kurt Angle story in their match in 2007. This is probably better, though, because Hydro was nothing, a Special K member. I don't know if he was already coming out through the ranks by this time, but, like, the crowd was hot for him. They were cheering him on, and he and Punk had a great, great match. 3 1/4, 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Lots of great action. Punk really put over Hydro quite well. Not as well as Joe would do, obviously, but this is still pretty good. And then we had the Survival of the Fittest. Oh my god, is this amazing. Mainly due to the final 2, which were Aries and Danielson, who just had a great back and forth action. I'm going to give this 4 3/4 stars or 5 stars. It's really hard. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to give it the full 5. Like I said, check the ratings, see if it's there. It was an excellent match. So yeah, the CM Punk Hydro match is very good. The tag title match is a bunch of fun, and the qualifiers here are very good. And I remember Cabana Acid being very funny. You have to see Danielson Evans just to see Evans get the holy shit stretched out of him. Danielson puts him in some crazy ass shit submissions. Joe Stryker's pretty good. Homicide J is good. The tag match is good, and the opener is very good as well. Survival of the Fittest. There's a bunch of 3-star matches and an awesome 5-star main event or 4 3/4 star main event. I'm going to give the show an 8.25, 8.5. Actually, an 8.25. The production values are kind of horrible on the show. There was a glare the whole night that pissed me off. It will piss a lot of people off too. The glare is probably the worst. I mean, I've seen people miss angles. I've seen bad lighting, like dark arenas. But glares really bother me, and it's really hard. Some people, it's really hard to sit through a show with big glares throughout it. So that's why I'm going to have to dock it down. I was going to give it an 8.5, but I think an 8.25 is fairer as far as it is. But it is a very good show. It's still available on ROHWrestling.com, and it is the best Survival of the Fittest match and probably the best Survival of the Fittest show. Next we have Weekend of Thunder Night 1. This is the Jushin Liger shows. This is also a pretty good show, I guess. There's a lot of crap on here, but there's some very good stuff on here as well. Jimmy Rave versus A Steel. I really like this opener. 2.5 stars. It was just a little short. Jimmy Rave, I agree with him. Is just 3K is the most underrated wrestler in Ring of Honor history. I thought he was very good. Not that I thought he was great, but people think he's crap when he's not. He really isn't. Look at some of the great chemistry he had with guys. Then we got Homicide versus James with us versus Dunn versus Fast Eddie in a 4-corner survival. This was great. You know, Homicide kind of gave all these guys a little rub. And then he cut a great promo on the Boston Red Sox, because this was in Boston, and obviously he's from Brooklyn. 2 3/4 stars, really enjoyed it. Next, you get the second worst match of the night, the Carnage Crew versus Dan Off BJ Wimmer. Honor Hammer told me you're either going to love this or you're going to hate it, and I really didn't like it too much. 2 1/4 stars. It was short for one thing. I don't think any Boston street fight should be less than 9 minutes, and this was. That's kind of unacceptable. Any street fight in general. They kind of like, did the basics. They brawled all over the arena, and then Allison Danger tried to throw the garbage cans into the ring, but she missed, and they fell back on her. And she tried again, and she still missed. And then one of the Carnage Crew members had to secretly throw it in. And then Dan Moff threw a chair outside. It barely hit Allison Danger. BJ Wimmer chased her. And when Dan Moff was on the top turnbuckle, the Carnage Crew, they both put their arms under him in a low blow position. And they meant to drop him back on the garbage can, but they missed the garbage cans. It was just such a mess. So many things were wrong with it. It was kind of decent. That's why it gets 2 1/4 stars. But I didn't like it too much, to be honest. Let's get Low-Key versus Chad Collier. I really liked this match, 3 1/4 stars. People crap on Chad Collier because he is pretty boring. But really, if you just sit down, focus, pay attention to the story, you can get into him. Matt Stryker is better, but it's not far apart. I mean, if you like Matt Stryker and you hate, I just don't see how you can like Matt Stryker and hate Chad Collier. Some great storytelling here in this match. I like the whole thing where Low-Key faked the injury because it's overdone where they fake an injury, the ref calls for emergency, and this one they actually cut to the back for a promo. And then they continued it Low-Key was sorry, and then he attacked Chad Collier and the match continued. I actually really liked it. 3 1/4 stars. Next you get John Walters and Nigel McGuinness versus Joe Lethal in the second best match of the night. 3 3/4 stars. This was excellent. By this time, Hydro turned into Jay Lethal and Joe took him under his wing, and this was just a great match. Really like John Wall. I like all 4 guys in this match a lot. 3 3/4 stars. Excellent chemistry between them. Nice double team action. Next, get the worst match of the night. Outcast Killers versus Davey Angels and Shane Hagedorn. This was 2 minutes. It served no purpose. If you're gonna have the Outcast Killers win a match like this, they're part of the embassy. They could have won a better match to put themselves over. I'm gonna give this a 1.25 stars, a 1.5 stars. It was just really short, and it was pretty bad too. Shane Hagedorn looked pretty bad in this match. Next, we get Aries versus CM Punk, where this had some great storytelling. Punk went for the Enziguri, the thing, the Shining Wizard that he does with his knees, to Aries on the outside. Aries ducked, and Punk hit his knees on the ring post, which I thought was very, very good. And they had some great storytelling throughout. I like the finish a lot. What makes this match famous is obviously the lights went out middle of the match. Now, I didn't dock any points for that. I kind of liked it. It was only a minute. It gave the match its own identity. It didn't really bother me. You could still see the action. So I didn't dock any points for this, but I still only think this match is 3.5 stars. Sorry, Shanavana. I know he thinks this is 4. He thinks this is the best match on the show. I don't know. It could have gone a little longer. They did some great storytelling, but at the same time, they focused so much on submission storytelling that they failed to do other cool spots that could have helped out the match. I mean, the psychology was great and all, but I just don't see how it could be a 4-star match. So I'm going to give this 3.5 stars. Next, you get Ricky Reyes and Rocky Romero versus Roderick Strong and Jack Evans. Also a very, very good tag team match. I'm also going to give this 3.5 stars. Jack Evans is just so cool. He did so many amazing moves in this match. I like Aries and Punk more a little. I think I like the last match a little more than this. The ending was when Jack Evans hits a 630 and the referee counts and everyone thinks it's 3. I even thought it was 3. The referee counted 1, 2, 3. I was like, holy shit! Generation X won tag team titles. Awesome. And I seriously thought it was a 3 count, and the referee was like, nope, 2. The whole crowd was saying bullshit, and I was like, yeah, I think there was a botch there or something. I could have sworn that was a 3. But 3.5 stars. Next, we get Jushin Thunder Liger versus Bryan Danielson. Great main event. Kind of disappointing, to be honest. I'm only going to give this 3 3/4. Actually, I'm going to give it 4 just because of the importance of it. Liger coming to ROH. Pretty big deal for Ring of Honor. That's why I'm giving it 4 stars. But, the match could have been a little better. I expected a little more from it. But still a very, very good main event. Match of the night, obviously. I really enjoyed it. Overall, this show's it's a very enjoyable show. Weekend of Thunder, Night 1. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 matches that are over 3.5 stars. One of them being a 4-star match, another 3-star match. But you just have, you have 2 matches out here that just suck. And the first 2 matches are pretty good, you know, they're just pretty short. I'm going to give this show a 7.75. I don't know if I can go the full 8. I might go the full 8, actually. It's hard. 7. The production values are pretty bad, too. It was better than Survival of the Fittest. 7.75, 8, around there. I think 7.75 is better, to be honest, but I don't know, just look in the description box. I know giving the main event 4 stars, but that's pretty for historical value, so I'm going to give it a 7.75. It's a very enjoyable show. Jason Thunder Liger, for all you fans, you should buy this. It's a must-own for Liger fans. And Liger is coming back to Ring of Honor this Friday, so if you want to get the show, if you live in Los Angeles before you see Liger live, you can do it now on ROH.com. It still is a very, very good show. You might like the main event more than I do. Okay, 8.25, 7.75. Next, I'll be watching Nowhere to Run and Sign of Dishonor. Okay. Bigrat310. I'm out, guys. See ya.